All right, everybody, welcome to SR Broadcasting. We're here tonight with SoMo Racing League's TopCityTravel.com B Series at Darlington for Chase Race number 1. We'll go over a couple things in a little bit. I'm here with Wingnut. What's up, buddy?
G'day there, mate.
Doing all right?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a bit warming up a bit here.
We got a good race coming up here tonight, man. We got the Chase starting tonight. We're in the contender round. 16 drivers going to be fighting it out here for a spot. Bottom 4 are going to be heading out. While we're on it, let me quickly pull this up and go over the drivers real quick. Let's see. We have locked in to the contender round is Shane Papala, Joe Mitchell, Adam Baker, Braden Johnson, Jay Felton, Lupa Gonzalez, Tom Clayton, Jeff Sharp, Kurt Davidson, Mike Grandy, Len McNeese, Timothy Lewis, David Gainforth, Jeff Glockner, Ron Hollyfield, and Brian Neff. These guys are going to race here at Darlington. Then they're going to go to Indianapolis and then Las Vegas. Bottom 4 will be out, and then they'll move on to the contender 12. And one thing I do want to point out, any of these chase drivers do win, and they automatically lock into the next round. So should be pretty interesting. This is definitely a track for it. So we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, it's going to be good. Also going to mention that pretty much all those drivers and more are actually on the track today as well. So it's going to be a very busy race and a good track for it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really cool, man. I believe the drivers are in drivers meeting right now, so let's just take a quick look. The last season's champion is Adam Baker, driver of the number 48. He is the 2017 champion. So let me see. I think they're out of drivers meeting, so let me see if I can get a word in with Adam as soon as I can find him here. We'll see if we can get a word in with him and see if he's got any thoughts real quick about going into tonight's race and actually going into the chase. So let me grab Adam Baker. Hey, Adam Baker, SR Broadcast Booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man, 2017 reigning champion coming into the first race here tonight in the chase at Darlington. How you feeling? What's your thoughts about this whole deal starting tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good about this year. Had a lot of good runs throughout the season, a lot of close victories, or pretty solid top 5s, and really looking forward to getting the chase kicked off pretty well here. The car's a little tighter than I would like, but I think we'll manage.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. What did the car feel like out there for you? You're running third fastest right now during warm-up. I know you guys are getting ready to go to qualify soon. Going to be pretty interesting, man, with stages, and looks like got a pretty full field out here. So see if you can make it back-to-back, win and in, move to the next round, man. I think it's definitely going to be a lot of competition this season.
Yeah, it's been really tight throughout the year. Shane and Joe and I have kind of been up front. I know Braden's got a few wins here in the last few weeks, so he's he's in pretty good form right now as well. So I think it's going to be between a handful of us when it comes down to the end. Assuming the races go well for each of us. But it's anything can happen. So I'm just gonna try and keep it clean and get a good solid run tonight.
All right, man. Well, we're going to be keeping an eye on you. We wish you the best, and we'll try to talk with you maybe later on. Maybe get you up here if you get on the podium tonight, brother.
All right. I hope so. Thank you.
All right. Good luck, man.
Thanks.
All right. That was Adam Baker, driver of the number 48. He is the 2017 champion. I know he wants to try to make it a back-to-back championship, so that would be pretty cool to see. I don't know if we had any back-to-back champions at SoMo or not. I'm going to have to check with these guys and actually find out.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but he's definitely got a good chance for it. He's got a lot of good pace on track.
Yeah, he's running third, and he's got a bunch of wins. I mean, he's a good driver. He definitely can keep that car together, and we'll see what happens, see if he gets caught up in anything or if he's lucky enough to survive till the end.
He's got those two key strengths for races: consistency and speed.
Yeah. All right, we're about 1:30 till these guys go to qualify, so we're gonna go run the anthem, and then we'll come back right after our national anthem, and we'll bring qualify up. So sit tight, enjoy chase race number 1 here at Darlington, and we'll bring you the action. All right, we're back here with qualifying. We are actually with Adam Baker. We'll take a lap around with him. Let's get up on his roof, and we'll wait for some of the times to start coming in and see who's going to be on the top. Adam was 3rd fastest during warm-up. We'll see if he can back that up now, maybe with a pole run. But we got a lot of guys here that are capable of grabbing a pole, so it'll be interesting to see who starts up front.
Oh yeah, special note to Travis Wall, who's the fastest in practice. I think he was the only person to break the 28.6s in all of practice.
Wow.
We'll see if that's just a one-time thing, or if everyone's doing that, or like everyone's just playing slow. We'll see.
And you ran some laps out there, and you know with this track, it's a real hard track to pass.
This track feels perfect in this car, like seriously. I did this track, was it Sunday?
Yeah, in the Cup car.
I gave a bit of a drive, and it feels like crammed in that car. In this car, it feels absolute perfect, like it's made for this place.
So right now, Robert Barris is being shown the top spot. Adam Baker 2nd. Oh, Shane Papala moves up. I'll tell you what, this season's been a whole battle between Shane Papala and Joe Mitchell.
Oh yeah, and the occasional, like, what's the word? Occasional showing from Travis Wall and other people popping up as well. And Jay Felton's always been a very fast car as well throughout the entire season.
Yeah. Jay Felton's been a man on a mission, and he's in the chase, so we'll see where he'll end up. He definitely has a great chance. Got a new driver out here making a debut, the number 28, Seth Schultz. So right now, you still got Shane Papala up on the top with a 28.710. I believe Travis Wall is coming around to take a time. We'll see if he's going to back up his warm-up.
I think Wall tapped the wall on one of his laps, so I think he might be doing like a secondary lap. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and the bad thing is, too, if you hit the wall, man, you don't get scored for that lap. So if you had a good lap going, that's kind of tough. It's
always annoying. Like, you're doing really good, especially on road courses. You're doing really, really good. Then you get to the very last corner, you're like, yes, I'm going really fast. And just tap the wall slightly once. And it's like, oh, that way.
Or slide off into the grass just a little bit, enough to get some X on there.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing worse than doing that in the Nordschleife.
Shane Papala right there in 89. He's got the Reese's, it looks like the Reese's Ford Mustang. He's got a really fast time going so far here. And I don't see anybody else out on the track. So I think this is going to be it right here. Oh, wait. Here comes Joe Mitchell. Yep, just coming out. I guess he wanted to wait till the end. Joe's another one of them guys you got to watch.
Oh yeah, definitely. Fast and consistent. There's 2 key strengths.
What were we calling Adam Baker? Mr. Rotate or something like that?
Mr. Rotation, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Rotation. We'll see if he can get his car to rotate tonight.
He's saying he's a bit tight, so we'll see if he does it again.
Yeah, he'll probably be cranking down the brake bias on the car to try to get a little bit more turnout. But, you know, once the fuel goes down and the rubber goes down on the track, it definitely will change a little bit. It looks like Joe had a little brush in with the wall, so that lap is not going to do him any good. We'll see if he comes back out to try to get a final lap in, or is he just going to opt? Yeah, here you go. Thought maybe he was going to opt to start in the back. I know Kurt Davidson got onto the track late, so Kurt said he's choosing to start in the rear.
We said Kurt is currently doing a lap.
He's making a liar out of me. He said he only had about 7 laps practice, so he wasn't feeling too comfortable. But should be a really good race here tonight. Take a quick look at the weather. We have 78 degrees in the air and 107 degrees on the track. So could be a little slick, partly cloudy. So let's see, did Joe Mitchell come up with a time yet? 33.102 was his last one.
And Davidson did indeed put up a time. He's now currently in 6th.
Wow, not bad for only 7 laps.
Correction, now 7th. Joe Mitchell took a lap time of came in 4th.
All right, these guys are getting ready to grid up. Let's pull up the grid here and get these boys rolling tonight. Yeah, Kurt just told me he lied. I know. All right. Shane Papala, man on a mission, trying to get that championship here in the B Series at TopCityTravel.com here at SoMo. Gets the pole. Congratulations to him. Robert Barris going to be starting 2nd. 3rd will be Adam Baker. Joe Mitchell is going to be 4th. 5th will be Mike Grandy. Braden Johnson is going to roll off 6th. 7th is Kurt Davidson. Jay Felton will be 8th. 9th is Seth Schultz. 10th is Tom Clayton. You want to do the rest?
Yeah, sure, brother. 11th is Jeff Buckner. 12th is Travis Wall. 13th, Lupe Gonzalez. 14th of Jeff Sharp. 15th of Brian Neff. 16th of David Gainforth. 17th of Len McNeese. And finally, 18th of Ron Hollofield.
Awesome. I'll tell you what. Oh, what did I do? I got the wrong thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you know what? I'm hitting the wrong one. My bad. One thing you'll see a lot tonight, too, is chase drivers always seem to find each other on the track. You know what I mean? They're always racing around each other. So I can't imagine not seeing a bunch of these guys stuck together up in the front somewhere.
Oh, yeah. They're all ridiculously good fast drivers. Some of them are good strategy drivers as well. So there's going to be a lot of brawls between those fighting for the chase.
Got some nice looking cars out there too. See 48, he's got that Altel. We see the number 2, Mike Grandy, in the Miller Genuine Draft. Got Wrangler, Nesquik. I see David Gainforth in the Gain 101. Be curious to see how these guys end up here tonight. I believe there's going to be stages at 45 and 90. Presumably, so we'll keep an eye on that. Lights are out. Leader does have lane choice. Looks like right now Shane is down on the bottom. So I believe Shane is going to start down there. We're going to wait for the pace car to go on in and get these guys going. Wait for Shane, see if he's going to wait for the green or is he going to jump that start.
Looks like he's currently waiting. And off he goes.
There he goes. Little bit of a wiggle. Oh, number 2. Mike Grandy. Where'd he go? Man, he slipped up on that one.
But no incident, no, they're still going.
So Shane out to a pretty good start. Robert Barris right behind him. Adam Baker in 3rd. And then we got Joe Mitchell and Braden Johnson. Braden quickly trying to take some positions here.
You also got Seth Schultz right behind Kurt Davidson. The rest of the track appears to be single file, no real fighting position. Except fortunately for Mike Grandy, who has fallen back from his position of 5th to 9th.
Yeah, that was a pretty scary move right there for Grandy. We've seen a couple of rows of cars, too, doing the same thing. I guess guys weren't anticipating that start that way.
Bit of a fight between Tom Clayton, Travis Wall, and I think Mike Grandy.
Yeah,
a bit of shuffling going on.
Yeah, looks like Grandy comes out ahead on that one. And now we have the 24 of Jeff Glockner looking underneath the 66. Oh, a little bit of contact.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So get control of it. All good. And we got Seth Schultz going on the inside of Kurt Davidson. And Davidson's going to give it to him. Schultz up to, I believe, 6th.
Yeah, Schultz.
And we got a pass up front as well. Papal and Beerus are fighting up for first. Beerus was on the inside.
And here comes Adam Baker.
A shot from the rear from Baker. It looks like Baker's going to stick his nose on the inside. Nope, he backs out.
Man, these guys are fighting it out early, huh?
Oh, yeah, they're fighting for the chase. They've got everything to fight for here.
Let's jump back to Braden Johnson, get up on his roof here and take a couple laps around with him real quick.
We've also got a little fight further back. Jeff Sharp versus Brian Neff. Neff passed him. Sharp falling back.
Jay Felton with a little bit of a blink. Hopefully that straightens out. Jay looking pretty good. Jay right now sitting in 6th. Not really too happy with that blink though, man. I don't want to see him bounce out of this one. That would be really bad too. He is one of the chase drivers here tonight.
I'm gonna say this rear pack has been quite entertaining to watch. There's been a lot of movement back there. They started to shuffle out a little bit, but there's still a couple of passes being made here and there. So I think it was a pass from, I think it was Ron Holyfield on Len McNeese, but I may be mistaken. Quite entertaining to watch for sure.
Yeah, and you see the number 53, Lupa Gonzalez. Here he goes, man, making his move on the 24 of Jeff Glockner, trying to take it down low.
We've got like a front pack and a back pack here. Both of them are, well, they're all playing for keeps, that's for sure.
Wow, oh, that was a close one right there. Gonzalez not able to get around him that time. He's going to tuck it in back behind him. You got the 60 of Neff trying, though. Back up here to Adam Baker, Joe Mitchell, Robert Barris, man.
Shea's still been leading out with a good lead. Beerus is right behind. Beerus went for a pass earlier on the inside. I don't think he quite made it, and Baker gave him a bit of a scare as well. So they're all single file. All planning their evil deeds, probably.
Yeah. Being in the chase and stuff, man, I think I'd be one of the drivers to kind of take it easy a little bit, let these guys fight it out a little, and bring it on towards the second half of the race. See Joe Mitchell dropping it down low a little bit. So I wondered if Joe's having a little bit of troubles, or maybe Joe's just deciding to go to the back for a little while.
Also, I should also mention, big move in Travis Wall. I think Travis Wall started about 10th, 12th, 13th maybe. And he's currently sitting in 8th, and he's well clear of that big rear pack and heading straight to the front pack here. Yeah,
Travis Wall started 12th, currently sitting 8th.
Yeah, I should mention also he was the fastest car during practice. So he's definitely got a lot of pace. So it's going to be interesting to see how he reacts in this race.
And you got Barris closing in again on Shane Papala.
Just about to mention that, yeah, he's caught right up to Shea. And you see Baker right behind him as well, so this could go any of 3 ways.
And it looks like Barris trying that really high line right there. Now he's going to shoot it down low, see if he can do anything going into 1.
Sticks his nose in. Shea's still taking that high line, and nope, it's just not going to work. That high line just got too much gas on it. And here comes Baker on the inside now.
Oh, Barris into the wall. Is he going to hang on to it?
That's a lot of time dropped. Another position dropped as well, so he's gone from 2nd to 4th in about 1 corner.
Yeah, and he's got some serious right front damage on that car too, man. That's going to put...
That's probably all right. The damage is probably more psychological than anything else. Just shake it off, get going. I'm pretty sure he's got the pace to catch up.
And now we'll see if Baker and Johnson have anything to get caught up to Shane Papala. If these guys are smart, they'll get together run that draft and close in on the leader and not try to fight each other.
The big winner of that one definitely was Shea Papala. Managed to break away a little bit, get some fresh air, take a breather, get in pace and get going.
We got a couple of guys a little bit further back taking it easy.
Oh, Ron Hollowfoot into the wall, going into the inside wall now.
Ooh.
And bounced off the outside wall, went slamming into the inside one. Looks like the car's still going, but there's going to be some serious damage on that. Front right and front.
Let's see what happened with him real quick while we're green. Yeah, he made a little contact with the wall. And then again, harder contact with the outside wall. A little bit of contact with the inside wall. Not too bad, though.
Imagine getting in the infield, not cause a safety car.
And look at this. First, second, and third are right there with each other. Then you got Barris, Felton, and Schultz.
Oh, yeah. Barris is starting to get his pace back up, but he's still got Felton behind him. But Felton, I think, he got right up into his tail. I thought he was going to go for a move, but he kind of backed off a bit. And Schultz was actually on his own for a while, kind of like out in the open, wild yonder. He's now caught up to Felton, and he's definitely got some really good pace.
And then look right behind him is Travis Wall.
Travis Wall, yeah. Gained another position somewhere. I think that was another incident somewhere else.
Yeah, I think he got around Kurt Davidson there for 7th. Kurt's smart, though. Kurt won't push it. He knows that, they got a lot of 145 laps here tonight, plus stages. So there's no need to tear the car up right now.
And this front three is very interesting to watch. Like, Shea's just trying to run lap after lap after lap, but Baker's trying to get a spot on Shea while trying to defend a little bit against Braden Johnson as well.
And look at these guys, man. They are right there.
It may only be lap 15, but they're fighting like it's the end, like it's the final lap.
He'll be looking for lap 45 for stage number 1, unless obviously a caution comes out about that time and it ends it a little bit sooner. But man, these guys are fighting it out like it's 5 to go. And they're going to be catching the 7 of Ron Holyfield in a little bit.
Just going to mention quickly a small fight going on further back between Lupe Gonzalez and Tom Clayton. Gonzalez has been right on his tail for at least a lap and a half now. So he may make a pass later on.
You see Gonzalez with a little bit lower of a line going through the turn. Back up front here, we've got to see when they catch Ron Holyfield. Is that going to make a difference for the leader? Schultz making a move.
Yep, going on the inside of Jay Felton. And look at Travis Wall just sitting right behind that, the popcorn position, watching it.
Man, look how close they get to each other. Felton with a nice strong run out.
Oh, yeah. Strength of that high line obviously is that run out. And yep, Schultz is just going to tuck back in. Discretion is the better part of valor here. But now he's sitting in the middle of a 3-car pack between him, Felton, and Travis Wall.
Burris into the wall again. And that lets Schultz go by. I think, Schultz into the wall.
Felton into the wall, and into Travis Wall as well. There were 2 different walls there. But the big winner of that one was Travis Wall. Got past both of them. Bit messy, bit of damage on the car, maybe a bit of trade of paint, but that's 2 free positions. I wouldn't complain.
And then we got Jeff Glockner in the pits, so Jeff Glockner might have a little bit of damage that he's trying to get repaired.
It looks like Shea Papala and Braden Johnson are getting pretty close to Ron Hollowfield. Also to note is that Adam Baker fell back into 3rd from Braden Johnson.
Yeah. Adam Baker.
Passing Hollowfield on the outside. Hollowfield's, I think he's going off the line, yep, and putting his brakes on. He's going to try and get out of the way.
Yeah, he stays down low. I don't really see any damage on Adam Baker's car, so maybe he just had a moment there or something.
Yeah, well, Braden just made a good pass. Braden was on his tail for quite a while.
Let's see if Braden has anything for Shane. See what they got. Shane was faster last time by. Not by much, but he definitely was faster. Let's see what they get this time.
And these guys up front in the Battle of the Brave, they're all getting as close as they can to that outside wall.
And Braden Johnson with a 30.6 and Shane Papala with a 30.7. Let's go back a little bit, see what we got going on a little further back here. Between Joe Mitchell, I believe that's Kurt Davidson, and Jay Felton right there. That is for 7th, 8th, and 9th. Travis Wall up to 5th right now. Robert Barris sitting in 4th. Adam Baker in 3rd. And Braden Johnson in 2nd. Braden seems to be catching up to Shane. Adam's kind of, back there. A couple car lengths back. Not too far.
Looks like Seth Schultz is also separated away from Jay Felton. Schultz is kind of trying to catch up back up to Wall, and Wall is catching up to Robert Beerus. Yeah, Baker's out in the middle of no man's land right now.
Go back here. Tom Clayton. Lupa Gonzalez does get by Tom Clayton, so Lupa's going to be in 11. Tom does move back to 12. Mike Grandy's sitting in 10th right now, and then Joe Mitchell just a little bit further up in 9th.
Yeah, Mitchell's on the back of this 3-car pack with him, Davidson, and Felton. I feel like Felton's going a bit slow at the moment because Davidson's been making big inroads on him per lap. See if that results in a pass, or maybe just Felton's just a little off pace. We'll see.
And Braden Johnson still about 3/10 back. Adam Baker fell back just a little bit. Adam Baker ran a 30.9. Braden Johnson ran a 31. So he ran a little bit slower lap that time, but you really can't tell it because he's still right there on the back of Shane.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like Lupa Gonzalez just goes by Grandy for 10th. So that's going to put the 53 up to 10. We'll see if Tom Clayton's going to be able to do anything with the number 2.
I have to grumble at him for that because I was just looking there, seeing if that was going to happen. And I looked away, and the moment I did, he got the pass.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
That's usually the way it goes. Got Jeff Sharp in 14th, Brian Neff in 13th, Tom Clayton in 12th. Braden Johnson slowly closing, and he's down to a little less than 2/10.
Yeah, I think it was a bit closer earlier, backed off a bit, and he's got back closer again. We'll see if he's going for a pass, if he's just hanging on to the rear of Shane and waiting for the right moment.
And right now, Shane, 25 coming to 26 laps led, started on the pole. Right now showing he's got the car for it, but here comes Johnson, man.
Oh, yeah, Shane did a bit of defending earlier, so you can see he can definitely take it racing under pressure. So we'll see if Braden's got anything for him.
A little bit of a wiggle.
Nope, not quite enough. He's gonna sit back in. Poking his nose out. Hey, I'm here. I can pass you anytime.
You're gonna make Shane work for it, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think this is gonna be it right here.
Oh, but he backs off. Braden backs off there. He hadn't had a chance to stick his nose in, but decided the better of it.
And you see Shane's got a little bit of right front fender damage on that car that I just noticed.
Probably tapped a few walls and exit over here and there.
It's Darlington, man. You got to come out of here with that stripe. That's just a given. Travis Wall, Robert Barris. Travis Wall is slowly closing in on him. Adam Baker still sitting up here in 3rd. And here goes Johnson for the lead.
Wow, I look away and he gets that pass cleanly. Well done.
Yeah, Johnson showing he's not messing around here tonight. But Braden Johnson going to get that 1 lap lead as we slowly close in on stage 1. Going to try to get those extra bonus points. Remember, chase drivers winning, you're in. Braden Johnson, Shane Papala, Adam Baker are chase drivers here tonight.
I think Shane's fallen back quite a bit. Oh, Baker went to the wall there. Looks like he managed to save it. Better say that Baker was on the rear end of Shea, about to start fighting as well, but Baker into the wall, lost a bit of time there. Gained himself a stripe. And Travis Wall right on the rear of Robert Beerus as well. So we may see a position change for 4th as well.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on these guys. I'll get us to a better camera. We'll try to see a little bit more on track. And look right behind Travis Wall, Seth Schultz, man, still hanging on to 6th.
Whoa, Travis Wall dove right in there, stuck his nose in, backed off again. That was one hell of a dive. If nothing else, that is going to give Robert Beerus a little bit of a headache. Minor heart attack, perhaps.
Yeah, Travis losing a little bit of time on that one, but good shot for him right there. Braden Johnson right now separating by 8/10. And here comes,
he's got some really good pace here.
Look at Adam Baker all over the back of the 89 of Shane Papala now. Adam going to try to take a look for second pretty soon.
Oh, Seth Schultz went into the wall there, just like tap. Nothing major, just gained a stripe.
Let's go a little bit further back. Let's see what's going on back here. You got David Gainforth, a little bit of right front damage, sitting in 15th. He is by himself. Joe Mitchell is in the pits, doing his pit stop early. I know they have to pit before the stage. Here comes, I believe, a few more drivers coming in. There's the 60 of Brian Neft going by the 66 of Tom Clayton.
Yeah, I think Neff also passed someone else before. I think it might have actually been Grandy. Never mind. Oh, wow. Schultz on the outside of Beres. Beres slows right down. Looks like he's either trying to get out of the way or maybe trying to go for a pit stop.
And look at Travis Wall.
Wall is now right in third, right behind Baker. And guess what? He's dragged Seth Schultz behind him as well. So now you've got a massive change here. Beres drops 2 places. Wall is now in third with Seth Schultz right behind him. And Schultz was fast here on Sunday, so he's definitely got pace on this track.
Yeah.
So and now his first 3 cars actually, are now under threat by the next 2 cars. Both Wall and Schultz are going to be really fast contenders in this race. And Baker's still all over the rear of Shea Papala.
Yeah, he's trying everything he can to get by.
Now he's got even more incentive to do it. There's one big red car right behind him.
And Adam Baker, just so a quick reminder, Adam Baker is your 2017 current reigning champion in this series. So he is looking. And then you got Braden Johnson, who for the longest time was looking for a win in this series. Couldn't find a win for a while and just been banging him out. And now he's up front.
He's checked out in this race.
Oh, what happened with Travis?
I'm not quite sure. He was wiggling a little bit. I think he had to let go of the accelerator to not lose it. Dropped a few positions, but he's not really lost anything. He's still well within draft of Robert Beres. Robert Beres is in draft of Seth Schultz, so he just fallen to the back of this little pack.
We see the 101 of David Gainforth move out of the way for the leaders. These guys get by no problem.
You don't want to be in front of this train.
Take a look here at the top 5. Braden Johnson still out front. Shane Papala, Adam Baker, Travis Wall, Seth Schultz.
That's changed. Seth Schultz, then Robert Beres. Travis Wall is now back in 6th. The numbers hadn't updated.
Yeah.
It's all good.
So right now we have Jeff Glockner and Joe Mitchell both being shown a couple laps down. I believe David Gainforth is 1 lap down, currently the first car in the Lucky Dog.
Seth Schultz making a pass on Adam Baker on the inside, sticking his nose in. Well, Schultz, I think, got a little slidey there. At least it appeared to be. And he also got Travis Wall right behind Beres. He was going to try a pass on the outside.
Now he's going to try the inside.
Oh, yeah.
And he takes it.
Give it to him. Yeah.
That's a smart move by Beres. Let him go on by.
Yeah, no one's fighting too hard at the moment. They're all racing hard, trying to get as far forward as they can. But if someone's going to pass you, there's no point fighting it now in stage 1. Fight it in stage 3.
And Shane Papala managed to get away from Adam Baker right now, put a little bit of separation between them. Adam Baker was all over the back of him for a little bit ago. Braden Johnson, meanwhile, 2.6 seconds ahead, man. He is just like in his own zip code here tonight.
Oh, yeah. Good thing is, of course, this is only stage 1, so it might be a world ahead now. After the stage, he's going to be drawn right back into the group, and if someone gets past him, he's going to have to fight for it all over again. And
as the track changes, too, you're going to see some of these cars change the handling. Some of it will fall in. Some are going to fall out.
I think we might have missed it, but Adam Baker has dropped back 2 positions into 5th now. Wall and Schultz are ahead of him.
Yeah, I think he's starting to struggle a little bit with that car. I'm pretty sure pit stops are going to be coming up pretty soon. Oh,
Their
no,
Schultz
maybe
and
not.
Wall been fighting their way through the pack.
We're at lap 41, coming to lap 42, so 45 coming up for the first stage.
Yeah. Remember, Wall started in 12th. He is now in 4th. So Travis Wall has fought all his way through the entire pack, and it's only stage 1.
Oh, Baker hard into the wall.
Oh, apparently, I don't know why or how, but Joe Mitchell has been disqualified.
He probably got some damage, or I know he was having some trouble with his wheel a little while back. I know Tuesday night, his wheel kept disconnecting on him, so maybe he had that problem again tonight and had to sit in the pits. Travis Wall taking a look underneath Schultz. I know they have the 5-minute damage clock on by Sim Racing apps, so it's quite possible. You know, he was sitting there trying to get his stuff back together, and it disqualified him.
I think Joe Mitchell's wheel might have died there because he all of a sudden wasn't able to turn really at all.
Yeah, he's been having some issues with that. I know Tuesday night's race in the K&N series, his wheel disconnected on him a bunch of times.
It was a damn shame. He was playing a rather calm game here. He wasn't racing up with the front guys, but he still wasn't falling back much at all. That's a damn shame.
And, you know, that could have been why he was backing up a little bit in the beginning. All right, so it looks like we're coming to the stage here, lap 45.
Yeah, and everything has changed already in the first stage. Braden Johnson now your new leader, Shaper Piles now falling to second, and Seth Schultz and Travis Wall, probably your two biggest movers throughout the track, in third and fourth.
And there is the stage. The stage brought to you by SimRacingApps.com. Your stage winner, Braden Johnson, Shane Papala, Seth Schultz, Travis Wall, Adam Baker, Robert Barris, Jay Felton, Kurt Davidson, Lupa Gonzalez, and Jeff Sharp. And if you notice, a lot of those guys are chase drivers that are in that stage.
Oh yeah. Everyone's fighting for it all now. Like everyone's been fighting as if it's like lap 145 every single time.
Like 5 to go.
No one's defending like it is. Everyone is attacking like it is.
Well, congratulations to Braden for that stage win. Going to get him some extra bonus points. We'll see if he can back that up with the win here tonight and lock himself into the next round. Everybody's going to come down pit road. We'll see how many of these guys will choose to get some damage fixed on their car. Obviously, position is everything, so be curious to see who's going to sit and who's just going to run back out the way it is.
My bet would be, get your damage repaired as you can. This is only stage 1. Get it all repaired as quickly as possible. Hopefully you get back out before the pace car does. Doesn't really matter where you are in stage 2. It matters where you are at the end of the race.
That's it. And one thing I've learned along the way is it's not always the fastest car that wins.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Robert Burris missed his pit stall. Had to reverse up a bit, so that's gonna be some lost time for him.
Yeah, and you saw what was that, Grandy get out first there. I don't know if he missed his stall or not because I didn't see a time for him. So I'm not really sure what happened with him. We'll have to wait for them to come back around and get it scored out so we can see who got what here.
Because a lot of people did a lot of pretty big fuel stops.
Let's see where Grandy is. Grandy is back up here in the front. Not really sure. It shows that he did pit, but I didn't see a time for him. Although it shows a 16.4. So we'll see if he's going to be the leader or Brady Johnson going to hang on to it.
People can pull off some crazy strategies.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's still showing Braden Johnson as your leader, so maybe Grandy might have been down a lap. But I don't see how he got to go in and pit, and maybe he's going to take a wave around or something. I'm not sure. We're going to have to wait one more lap, wait for this to go and cycle its way through. I don't want to give out.
Big winner in the pit stop? Big winner in the pits would be Jay Felton. I think he gained 2 positions with that pit stop. I think Adam Baker dropped back about 1 or 2. And Barris dropped that back about 3, I think.
Yeah, look at Travis Wall now, going to be starting here up in 3rd.
Oh yeah, right behind the leader. My opinion is probably one of the best places to be if not the leader. It's right behind him. You get to see him jump.
Jeff Glockner getting ready to come back in. You're watching the iRacing Drivers World Darlington Chase Race number 1 here at SoMo Racing League. This is the TopCityTravel.com B Series. And book your next trip on TopCityTravel.com. Do everything all in one spot. All convenient, safe, and secure. You don't have to go bouncing around and trying to figure out where to get this, where to get that. Do everything right there in one spot. So many good things coming up here at Top City Travel, and we appreciate Top City Travel coming on as a sponsor.
It's like Mike Grandy got the wave around?
Yeah, I was wondering how he was able to do that, and with where it was showing him, he had to be on the end of the lap. Braden Johnson, your leader. Looks like Braden is going to take the inside. Shane Papala on the outside. In row 2 is going to be Travis Wall and Jay Felton. And in row 3, Kurt Davidson and Adam Baker. A bunch of chase guys. I tell you, the chase guys all get stuck together here.
Oh yeah. There's another slight mention, I believe, to Felipe Gonzalez. I believe he was further back in like the 10 to 12 pack, so I'm surprised he's up here. He's gained as well in the pit stop, or he was gaining during the race. I just didn't see it.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. He'll start in the back and find his way to the front. As the pace car goes in, we'll see what Braden Johnson's going to do. Is he going to hit that loud pedal? And there he goes. We are back green. And I'll tell you what, Travis Wall with a good start here is going to take 2nd and push for 1st.
And he's right on the back bumper of Braden Johnson.
And we got a big battle going on back here from 4th on back with Kurt Davidson.
Oh, yeah, I was watching them on the restart. Not much really changed, but they got really busy for a moment there.
Travis Wall right on the back bumper of Braden Johnson. They've checked out for the moment. Shane Papala falling back into the clutches of Kurt Davidson. Keep an eye up here in the front because I got a feeling we might see a pass for the lead here pretty soon.
Oh yeah, Wall's got a lot of pace and he's been sticking right on the rear of Braden Johnson.
Wall taking a look low.
Don't think he's really going to make the pass there, just letting him know, I'm here.
And I was looking back a little bit further. They're starting to close in on these guys right now, but I thought I was going to see a pass there for the 58 of Robert Barris and 41 of Kurt Davidson, but they kind of ironed it back out real quick.
Oh yeah, this pack's getting really close.
And I see Mike Grandy coming back out on the track. Go back a little bit further.
Robert Barris backwards has been very interesting to watch. You're like nose to tail almost every single lap.
Now you see Adam Baker closing in a little bit on Jay Felton. Jay Felton doing a good job holding on right there for 6th. Go back a little bit further here. Tom Clayton and Schultz.
Sorry, cut in. Baker sticking his nose in actually on Felton. Now alongside him around the corner. See if we can beat him on the exit here, but I think Felton's going to have the run back on the back stretch. Front stretch, sorry.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah. As I say, going into 1, was Baker going to try to shoot it down low, and he doesn't. So Felton's going to hang on to that spot. Meanwhile, Travis Wall still riding behind, trying to take a look down low.
He's stuck sticking his nose in again. They're trying to beat him on the run down the front stretch.
That outside line is just too good, man, on that exit.
Exactly. You have to start. You have to either push them off the line a little bit, or wait for them to make a mistake, or get the inside line early, not late.
Well, he's definitely letting him know in the mirror that he is there.
Well, he is not making his life easy whatsoever. Almost every corner he's letting him know, I'm here, I can pass you. I'm here, I can pass you. Don't screw up.
I'm ready.
Just give me the opportunity. I will pass you. Sometimes the pressure can do far, far more than the actual pass itself.
I see Lupa Gonzalez was down low. I thought he was going to try to make a move there on the 48. 48, little brush with the wall again. Travis Wall one more time trying to stick that nose down low. And not going to be able to do it. I don't know, he's going to burn those tires up too quick here. But as they do that, that is going to let Shane and Kurt and Barris and Felton close in a little bit more on them. So the longer these guys fight up there in the front, it's going to be pretty tough.
I'm just kind of looking for something.
Yeah, waiting to see what Travis Wall is going to do here. He keeps on letting them know he's there. Meanwhile, Braden Johnson, 31 laps led out front. He's got the stage 1 win. Let's go back a little bit further here. Adam Baker, Jay Felton, 7th. Lupa Gonzalez back here in 8th.
There's no Seth Schultz is back in 10th. He was like 5th or 6th earlier. I was trying to figure out why he's so far back. Looks like he got some repairs done in the pits. That's why he started the back of the pack during the restart.
Then you got Tom Clayton over here in 11th. Lent McNeese in 12th. David Gameport. He's trying again.
Go again. Yeah, he's going for it again, sticking his nose in. He got him on entry here, so he has a better chance on the exit. See if he can get him. But nope, that outside line's just going to motor away on exit.
Yeah.
This time he had him on entry here. He had a better chance than before. See if he can do it again.
I'll tell you what, he is trying though.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna keep chipping away. Oh, here we go. I don't know what happened there, but I guess Braden just gave him the room. He tried sticking his nose in. I was gonna pass further back. That looks like Robert Beers on the inside of Kurt Davidson.
We'll see.
That outside line's just too powerful for Beers.
Yeah, that outside line is something. But look, here's Travis Wall. I think he's gonna try again.
I don't believe so. He's too far back this time. He's got to get him well before. The pass has got to start in the entrance of the previous corner.
So it looked like Johnson got a little bit wiggly there. All Travis needs to do is get up on that outside line, take that away from him.
Oh yeah. But to do that, if he takes the outside line on entry, then he's not going to be able to beat the guy in the first half of the corner.
And look at Shane Papala in 3rd. He is closing back in on these guys. The longer they fight for position,
the closer he gets. Oh yeah.
Yep. And we know Shane's fast here tonight, even with a little bit of damage on that car. Meanwhile, Kurt Davidson, let's take a quick look at Kurt. Kurt Davidson started 7th. He is currently sitting 4th. Right behind him is Robert Barris. He started 2nd. A little bit of a fall back into 5th. Jay Felton started 8th in at number 9, and he is 6th. And then Adam Baker started 3rd. He is back to 7th. Lupa Gonzalez, 13th, currently sitting in 8th.
Yeah, some interesting backwards motion going on with the front 5 or so. Some of them fall back to 6th, 7th, and in Schultz's case, he fell back to 12th.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you'll see that once that fuel burns off and the rubber starts going down on the track, cars will change, and sometimes it doesn't go in your favor.
Oh, yeah. The Baker's back on the rear of Jay Felton, so he may get a pass him and start moving forward again.
So they race here at Darlington. Next week will be Indianapolis and then Las Vegas, and the bottom 4 will drop out. Not really sure what that was. We were watching Adam Baker. Saw him go low. I don't know if he was going low for Lupa Gonzalez or not, but nothing really happened.
Yeah. Everyone ever seems to be just running line astern. Even Travis Wall is backed up a little bit.
Well, Travis, I'm surprised he's actually able to keep up with the leader with all those attempts down low. I would imagine he wouldn't have any tires left, but here he goes again. Closing right in.
A slightly later braking point. Definitely probably did some damage to his tires for sure, but at the same time, he was been trying to get them on the inside on exit, not really so much on entry.
Oh, Kurt Davidson.
Yep, you got Robert Beers sticking his inside again.
Oh!
Oh, we just had a bit multiple incident there. Felton was trying to go on the outside, Beers tried sticking his nose in, and well, you almost caused an incident. Felton saved it, Beers saved it. Everyone else behind had a bit of an accordion. No incidents.
Good job right there by these guys keeping it going.
Oh yeah, you know Baker in that back position, probably just his pants might have gone a little bit brown from that one. He was not in the best position to try and avoid the entire thing if it did light up.
Yeah, it happens fast here too, and once these cars get out of your hand, it's kind of hard to pull them back in. Here goes Baker looking down low, gonna go back in line. Kurt Davidson gets passed by Barris.
Yeah, Barris passed him, I believe, was on the inside. Davidson seemed to slow down on the outside.
And now
he got Baker right on the rear of Felton again.
And look at the 53 of Lupa Gonzalez right there now, too.
Interestingly, Travis Wall has fallen off a bit from Braden Johnson, and now he's right in front of Shea Papala. So Papala's caught right up to Wall here, and might be looking to try and attack him soon.
And Travis Wall's funny because you see him back up a little bit, and then all of a sudden he gets a nice charge right back to the leader.
Either conserving tires, waiting, resetting. Either way, it's both really awesome to watch and probably really annoying to verse. You think, oh, I've got some pace, I'm getting away from this guy, and all of a sudden he's back on your tail and attacking again. Quite a joy to watch. So yeah, this backpack from what was it, 5th onwards? A lot of good drivers in here all fighting out for position. A lot of them in the chase too. I think actually all of them might be.
Yeah, 41, the 9 of Kurt J. Felton, the 48 of Baker, and the 53 Lupa Gonzalez. I told you, these chase drivers all find each other.
Oh yeah. And speaking of, like, just like a wild card mention here, Seth Schultz started right back in the pack and was kind of falling behind a bit. He's actually been catching up with these guys quite fast, and he's now almost caught up into the drive range of Jeff Sharp, and from there he could probably slingshot forward towards this big fight. So don't discount Schultz yet. He's catching up, and he's going to be back in this.
And I see Lupa Gonzalez really closing in on Adam Baker.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of an accordion effect going on here for sure.
Let's see, Travis Wall still back about 2/10 from the leader. Shane, oh, wait, what's going on back
Baker
here?
into the wall. Baker at the wall, he saved it. Looks like Davidson gave position to Felton. And I guess it's kind of upset Baker a little bit. He kind of knocked him to the wall. Now you got Lupe right on Baker's rear, but he pulled away.
Oh, Lupe into the wall a little bit now, too, getting that stripe. Wow.
Oh, Baker's a little loose.
Yeah, I was going to say, Baker's having a handful right now with that car. Let's jump inside with him. Let's see what he's dealing with.
He did get some front right damage, possibly from that hitting the wall, so the car may be unsettled now. Looks like he's got it back under control.
Let's jump back one to Lupa Gonzalez here, sitting in 8th.
You've been watching these guys get super close to the wall on occasion, and depending on your line, every millimeter closer to the wall you get is like another 100th of a second you might gain. Allows you to carry that tiny little bit more speed. It's absolutely scary and risky as hell, but if you can pull it off, can gain a lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of these drivers, they say that little cushion of air that's up there, you know, when you're that close to the wall, really helps them.
So, slight mention. Remember you said Travis Wall, you know, stops and attacks again? Yeah, he's back. He's back. He's back on Braden Johnson again.
Yeah, we were just on his roof watching that one. He's right back up there one more time. A little bit of wiggle on him, but man, look at him go.
Oh yeah, he's got pace, he's got force, and he's got a dream.
And Braden was, let's see, just a slight bit faster. He had a 9:32. Travis Wall had a 9:35.
Also, no, it's just a secondary mention to Seth Schultz. He's gone past Jeff Sharp, and he's now right on the rear of Lupe Gonzalez. He's back in the pack. And if his previous speed is anything to go by, he may be past these guys really fast. Or he may be stuck. It happens.
I'll tell you what, Schultz, he did a good job Sunday night in the Cup car. He managed to get tangled up. I believe it was a lap down car, which kind of ruined his night.
It was a lap down car. He was, I believe, fighting for first or second when the lap car hit him.
So he got this track pretty figured out. We'll see if he can do anything here in the B Series. I saw some sparks.
What happened there? Gonzalez is falling way back.
I saw some sparks on the wall, but I wasn't really sure if that who it was. Could have been Lupe.
Well, it looks like Lupe just backed up, that's all. He actually backed up quite a bit, to the point that Jeff Sharp is now on his rear.
And Travis Wall's back to about 2/10. Still not there yet, but Braden Johnson's going to have to navigate through some lap down traffic here in about another lap or so. And we're coming to lap 80. Going to be 10 more laps to stage 2.
Perhaps that's what Travis Wall's banking on, some lap traffic content, or maybe he just decided now's the time to push anyway. Whether it be through a strategy or just simple-mindedness, doesn't matter. Either way, he's going to probably try and attack Braden pretty soon.
Yeah, because Braden is going to have to navigate his way through, and he's got the 7 of Ron Hollyfield and the 101 of David Gainforth up there.
Oof, Baker grinding along the walls in that corner. Eesh. Yeah, Baker's went a little bit too high. He went for that extra millimeter and found out it does not exist.
He might be just trying to even out the car. See, Ron Hollyfield moves it down low, so we'll see now the 101 of David Gainforth, which way he is going to go for these leaders.
Fortunately, we'll mention, fortunately, Adam Baker did lose a position because of that. Seth Schultz is now ahead of him. Seth Schultz is in 7th. And Baker drops back to 8th. Seth Schultz is still on the charge. He's catching right up to Kurt Davison pretty fast.
Yeah, I think he's got enough of that damage fixed on there that's actually helped him quite a bit. And look at Jay Felton right now, sitting in 5th, man, having himself a really good run. Barris up to 4th.
As soon as I mentioned it with Seth Schultz, he's now already on the rear of Davidson. He's got a lot of pace for sure.
Yeah, you see a lot of the cars got that little right side stripe on there. Ooh, Davidson with a wiggle.
Yep, and here we go. Just Seth Schultz flying past him a little bit earlier maybe than he expected with the wiggle from Davidson, but nevertheless, Seth Schultz is now ahead and rushing forward. He might get a little bit of slingshot boost from the lap cars ahead of him, so he may end up catching up with Jay Felton and Robert Beerus.
I was going to say, take a look at Jay Felton. He's closing in on Beerus right now.
Oh, yeah. If he can make a move on him for sure.
Meanwhile, Travis Wall dropped back to about 7/10 off of Braden Johnson. Braden Johnson.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
The shape of pile has fallen off a bit from Travis Wall's. Well, his front 3 has just started separating. Everyone's got their own pace. And Ron Holyfield may become a cause of a position shift between Beerus and Felton. We'll see if Felton can make a. Oh damn! I can't think of the word anymore.
But if you watch Felton when he comes into, I believe that's turn 1, he gets down to that white line, man, and uses that to really help him slide that car up.
You also got a little triplet fight back here between Davidson, Baker, and Lupe Gonzalez. They've gotten real close to each other. And Lupe's going to try the inside of Baker. This might just work, unless Baker gets the run on the outside. And yep, Baker gets the run easily, just takes off like a rocket.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for these guys to pass on the inside unless that driver on the outside slows down and let him take that spot. That outside run has just been good all night.
Oh yeah, or if the outside driver makes a goof, slight wiggle, you can probably match him on that backstretch. But Kurt Davidson has been playing rather cautious throughout the race, so he may end up letting Baker pass.
I don't know. They're both in the chase, man. That's going to be questionable.
Yeah, I think Davidson's racing for the end of the race, not for now. He's definitely been just playing cautiously. Letting people pass rather than fighting too hard.
Now, we had a little bit of a change up here. Shane Papala did move up to second. Travis Wall falls back to third. So Travis kind of backing up just a little bit.
I found out what happened. Wall hit the outside wall. Wall hit the wall on the on turn 3 and 4. Lost a lot of speed, had a bit of a slide, saved it quickly, and just lost a lot of time during that. And then he backed off from that Shea, taking the Shea was right behind him and had a lot of speed.
Still watching here with Barris and Felton. See if Felton can do anything with him. We're a couple laps away from stage number 2. And it looks like Braden Johnson is going to be the winner of both stages if he can keep it together for a couple more laps.
Yeah, he's got a lot of distance to play with, so he can just sort of relax, try not to make any mistakes. Didn't slow down too hard, but at the same time, don't go too hard and hit into a wall somewhere. You want that car as straight as possible for the final damn it, stage.
Yeah, you're not used to the stages.
Yeah, I don't English very good. I speak Australian.
Well, we like it. I know a lot of the viewers like it, so.
Thanks. It looks like this triple of Davidson, Gonzalez, and Baker has split up. Now it's just Baker and Gonzalez. Gonzalez actually managed to pass Baker. And Davidson's sort of separated away from him a bit going forward. And I think Seth Schultz is still out there in 6th. He's still got a lot of pace, but I think he's lost a lot of the charge.
And the stage.
A lot of changes this stage for sure. This is definitely shaking things up. Braden's still up ahead by a country mile. But now you got Shea back in 2nd after a big change to the middle of this stage. And Wall in 3rd. Pretty much where he started at this stage.
So Braden Johnson with the Sim Racing's app stages here takes stage 1 and stage 2. Shane Papala, Travis Wall, Robert Barris, Jay Felton, Seth Schultz going to take 6th. Kurt Davidson 7th. Lupe Gonzalez will be 8th. Adam Baker 9th. Jeff Sharp 10th for your stage. This is going to be the stop now. These guys are going to have to get in, get out, try to get some damage fixed, and hold on to your position at the same time.
If there's ever a time to make a position in a pit stop, it's this pit stop right now. Interesting that whole stage we just saw kind of ended up with not much changing. There was a lot of change throughout the race, but then it kind of filtered back to the starting position of the stage. So quite interesting to watch.
All right. You see the leader bringing him down. And look at Shane Papala. He doesn't want to waste any time on pit road.
Well, he's going to have to give the leader room, otherwise he's going to get an incident here. And we don't want to see that.
So Braden Johnson comes in your leader. Let's see if he's going to go out your leader or is somebody going to gain some positions here. We'll keep an eye on the pit stalls, see if anybody goes sliding through their stalls here. This is where a lot of races are won and lost.
Probably the right strategy. Making sure you get your stalls on time, not speeding in pits, not going too fast or too slow. You can make a position or two, you can make a bunch of positions here if someone else screws up.
And it looks like Johnson. Oh man, almost contact. You saw that.
Yeah, that was messy, yeah. Shea just put his foot down a little too hard, saw Wall coming. I think he saw Beers coming as well. He's like, nah, put foot to the floor now. And in this car, you do not put the foot to the floor, especially here. It will send you spinning in a cloud of white smoke in seconds.
So not too bad, man. Looks like Braden Johnson was able to get in and out, no problem. Travis Wall being shown second here. Robert Barris, Shane Papala loses a couple of spots. He'll come out fourth. Felton fifth. Davidson sixth. And then Baker. So we'll see when they cross the line if that's in fact where they're going to score these guys.
So if that is true, we're going to see a repeat of the last stage where Braden is going to be under attack by Wall for like 20 laps.
Just a quick reminder of the 16 drivers in the chase here tonight. This is the first race of the chase, Darlington. Next week will be Indianapolis, then Las Vegas. 4 drivers will drop off. Shane Papala did come in your leader. Joe Mitchell was second. Unfortunately for Joe, Joe had some more technical issues, so kind of ended his night early. But it's still 2 more races and a win and you're in, so it's really not too bad. But Braden Johnson right there in the number 3 will take stage 1 and stage 2. You know he's looking for the win. If he wants that win. He wants to be locked into the next round so he doesn't even have to think about the next 2 races.
Oh, hell yeah. Everyone's fighting for everything here because first place is worth it. Beyond just regular points, it's just trying to get that free ticket.
Tell you what, these guys doing a really good job here tonight. Let's take a quick look at the summary here at the TopCityTravel.com. Now it's saying only 1 lead change, which, yeah, I guess is right. It went from Shane Papala to Braden Johnson.
And never went back, yeah.
And we're only on the 2nd caution, and it's only because of the stages. So the guys are doing a great job here tonight. Looks like
we have lost 2 cars to one disqualified and one was a disconnect. So we only lost 2 cars throughout this entire pack. And this has been a pretty big pack.
Yeah. Looks like Joe Mitchell and Jeff Glockner are the 2 cars that are off track. Braden Johnson does pick the inside again this time on the start, bud.
Oh, yeah. And Braden's done really well here. There's only been 1 lead change because Braden has been really, really good at defending against Travis Wall's just constant, like, if anyone's seen 40K, constant Orc-like attacks. Just constant over and over. Every corner, every lap, Travis Wall's just right on your bumper. And if you make 1 mistake, he's past you. I
think Travis is really going to try hard now to get out front. This is going to be the chance that he has to take. Pace car goes in.
And off he goes. Braden's off already. No wasting no time. Just go, 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 go. Looks like Beerus was actually ready for that too, because Beerus is now right alongside Travis Wall. See if he can get him on inside here. Nope. Wall's going to take the outside. Beerus just gives it up, and Wall's already attacking.
Oh, wow, look at him.
He's already lapped 1.
Oh, contact! Contact!
Oh, no! Oh, he saved it! No, into Jay Felton. And bam!
Oh, Kurt Davidson with a piece of that.
Oh, Kurt was playing careful the entire race, and right at the end, one mistake from Braden.
Oh, man, we have to go back and take a look at that and see what happened.
And for better or for worse, unfortunately, it seems like Travis Wall actually gained... Oh, no, hold on. No, didn't gain, did he? No, he really lost a lot of positions, not gained. My apologies.
Take a look at this. Travis Wall on the inside makes contact with the 3. The 3 almost saves it. And he gets... Oh, and Kurt Davidson hard into the wall. Jay Felton with a piece of that. You see Mike Grandy and who was it that split him right there? Man, they did a great job. Let's see, Sharp. Oh, Grandy and the one-on-one of David Gameforth.
Unfortunately, Wall just fought a little too hard there and tried pushing a little too much and just essentially squeezed Braden into the wall. Braden was already right against it, just Travis Wall just squeezed him on both ends. Nowhere Braden could go. At that point, he was a passenger.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. That's going to change everything right now. I'll tell you what, I know there's a couple of guys ain't going to be some happy campers out there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just racing too hard there. I can't really blame Wall for that one too much. You know, you're racing hard, you're fighting as hard as you can. Just a micro millimeter too far, and there we go.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, you got to do it. That's the time. While the tires are fresh on that start, man, he's got to get out front. So.
And he had the pace, yeah.
Yep.
So the big winner for this one is going to be Robert Beers. He's now in first. This seems fairly familiar for him on this track now, doesn't it?
And look at Shane Papala right there in second. Seth Schultz up to third.
Oh yeah, this is a sudden change. For those who saw the race on Sunday, Schultz was the original leader, and I think Beers was the guy who ended up winning it, both on this track. Yes. So you got people who are very confident in this track, who are very fast here, and guess what? They're all up front. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, let's see.
And right in the middle of that sandwich is Shea Papala.
Take a look. Where is Kurt Davidson? Kurt Davidson is in the pits, along with Braden Johnson and a few drivers. So we'll have to. All right, Braden Johnson getting back out on the track. We'll have to keep an eye and see.
I'm curious if Braden's on the same lap as everybody else, or if he's on a different lap, because Wall's just ahead of him.
It looks like right now it's still scoring him on the lead lap. Also, yeah, Kurt Davidson gets out.
He's in position 12, so he may be a lap down. Nope, I think he might be in the lead lap.
Yeah, I think Kurt Davidson also able to hang on. Jay Felton will go a lap down, though.
Travis Wall back into the pits again. He just came out of it and he's rolling back in. Maybe he's got a penalty of some sort.
Or, yeah, he may have significant amount of damage. All right, this is going to change things up a little bit. Robert Barris is going to be the leader here on the start. Shane Papala will be going second. Seth Schultz and Adam Baker will make up row 2. Jeff Sharp and Lupa Gonzalez will make up row 3. And look at Len McNeese and Tom Clayton. Len McNeese sitting 7th. Been quiet all night. Len McNeese and Clayton both coming back down to get some fresh tires on here. So I think these guys are starting to plan out this last run here.
Oh yeah, unfortunately Travis Wall was taking it behind the wall.
Yeah, I had a feeling he might have had a little bit more damage than what was expected at first.
That was a damn shame. He was fast all race, really fighting for first. Unfortunately, one mistake just threw everything in the air.
Where is Adam Baker sitting 4th? This current season champion from 2017, the current reigning champ, sitting 4th. Could be an upset here.
In a good position to attack. He's back up to the front 5. He's right behind the leaders here. Gets a good restart, gets some positions. He may end up getting up to first. But part of his fate is now with Shea Papala right ahead of him. Papala gets a good start, there's a good chance that he may get one as well. If he gets a bad one, then he's got nowhere to go.
It looked like Papala had a couple of pretty decent starts the last 2 starts that they had here. So out in the outside, I mean, I know the inside's a good spot to be for the leader, but man, if he can stay on the side of him and take that outside line away as the pace car goes in.
And he's off. He's already off. Wasting no time, Bruce is just gone.
And Papala going to hang on to 2nd. Schultz going to go to 3rd, and Baker to 4th.
Oh, whoa. Mike Randy, I think it was. Yeah, Mike Randy just went to the wall there on start. I'm not quite sure what happened. Is that Mike Randy? Yeah, it is. My apologies. He went into the wall on the straight there for some reason. Didn't think he did do anything, just kind of scraped along it for a bit.
Look at Shane Papala trying to take a look down low.
Oh, yeah. Attack, attack, attack while tires are fresh. You got the pace, you might as well use it.
Yeah, you got to do it now because I don't know if you're going to get that chance later on. Although, you know, as the race goes on, guys get a little bit hungrier. A lot more chances for caution to come out.
I remember on Sunday when Beers was up ahead and no one could afford him, he took off like a rocket and never came back. So Shay does not want to see a repeat of that. Don't know if he saw that, but now he's heard it probably.
Yeah. Barris out front now, 6 laps led. Shane Papala 2nd, Seth Schultz 3rd, and then Adam Baker sitting 4th. Lupa Gonzalez up to 5th.
It's a good place for Gonzalez, considering he started so far back in the pack. He's been kind of working his way up constantly. Stayed out of trouble, attacked when needed to. Nothing silly from him at all, just some damn good racing. And here he is in the top 5, and he could even possibly get up to first if he gets a good attack on someone.
And Lupa Gonzalez in at 53 is the current Cup Series champion. So he's no stranger to championships.
Looks like Beerus is starting to build a gap here already. Oh, fortunately, Jay Felton was disqualified with damage, I believe.
Oh, man, that's tough for Jay. Had a good
Unfortunate
car.
bystander in that incident.
But we look, Len McNeese in 8th, Tom Clayton in 9th, and Braden Johnson, unfortunately, all the way back here in 10th with some major damages on the back of that car. Brian Neff in 11th, Mike Grandy in 12th, Kurt Davidson in 13th, and then Ron Hollyfield here in 14th. So at least, hope, you know, Kurt will at least finish. Shane Papala closing in right now on Robert Barris.
This front five cars have not really separated at all. Barris got a bit of a gap for a while, and it's already come back. Schultz is pretty much right on the rear of Shea, and as you see, this pack kind of like moves and shakes quite a bit. For a while, Lupe was right on the rear of Baker. Now he's fallen back, and Baker caught up to Schultz, and then Schultz fell back. And this pack could go any way at all.
And look at the 101 David Gainforth back on the lead lap and up to 7th.
7th, yeah.
So he's having himself a good run here tonight.
And right behind him is Liam McNeese in 8th as well.
Yeah, Len's been quiet.
Backpack looks very interesting considering Braden Johnson's now in there in 10th. So he may fight for the front again, but I don't quite think he's going to be able to make it all the way up to the front 5 within 30 laps unless we get another caution. He's currently trying to make a pass on Tom Clayton for 9th.
And that's a shame, too, because he had stage 1 and stage 2 won, and it looked like he was going to come out of here tonight locked in to the next round.
Oh, yeah, it was fast as hell and had really good defensive lines, which makes it a pain in the ass to pass. So unfortunately, yeah, it kind of ended that way.
So I say it's not always the fastest car that wins, but it's not over till it's over. And that's the truth right there.
And this front pack of 4 or 5 are still sitting together. Lupe's fallen back a bit, but I'm willing to bet he will catch back up and they will be back to being 5 cars.
Jump in with Adam Baker real quick, and then we'll move our way up to 3rd and 2nd.
Whoa, looks like Shea had either a bad X time, maybe he tapped the wall. Yeah, it looks like he tapped the wall there. And that's pushed Seth Schultz right alongside him, might go for the pass. Yep, he got the pass. No, never mind. Yep, Shea into the wall again.
Wow.
Same as the corner before, just too far on the outside. Last time it tapped the rear quarter, this time it tapped the entire right side of the car.
And
Shea just pushing.
I hear some clutching going on, man.
Oh, really?
Yep.
We'll try and find out who it is.
Yeah, Travis said that not really any damage. He just parked it because he wasn't really happy. He said it was a huge mistake on his part. You know, the way we've seen it up here, it looked like just hard racing, trying to get the position while you can, man. You know, who could blame him? I mean, I think, you know, any of us in that spot would have done the same thing.
I'll say some Australian nerd that doesn't know what he's talking about. It was just a good hard try push, and unfortunately just pushed a little too far. It happens.
And look at Lupe Gonzalez.
Live with someone smarter than me. And yeah, Lupe is trying to pass Shea on the inside. That inside line is really hard to get a pass on, so it looks like Shea's going to take it back.
And that is for 4th. Lupe Gonzalez in the 53 and 5th. The 89 of Shane Papala in 4th. Don't forget, Shane did start on the pole here tonight. I believe, right? Yes.
I believe Shea was the pole, yes.
I got short-term memory, and it's not that good.
Don't worry, mate, you and me both. We're the worst people will be up here.
And look at Adam Baker. Adam Baker back up to 3rd, but right now 1st and 2nd are not Chase drivers. If any of those drivers win, that's a big upset for the Chase guys.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, if you wanted to Chase drivers, you want to be locked into that next round. Having to come back for 2 more races and try and work your way in is going to be really tough. But, you know, that's the way it is.
You're being mild annoyed to someone like Baker, like, come on, I'm the first Chase car. Why would you guys have to be here?
Move out the way. We saw Lupe Gonzalez get a little piece of the wall. Meanwhile, Braden Johnson did get up to 7th. Brian Neff moves up to 8th, and it looks like Tom Clayton Not under fire by the two of Mike Randy because he is a lap down, but right behind Tom Clayton in 10th is Len McNeese. And then in 11th is David Gainforth. David
I think this
Gainforth.
front five is definitely separated a bit. You got sort of a mini fight between Shea and Lupe, but the front three are sort of, they're all running their own race a little bit. They're still kind of within range. If someone makes a mistake, the one may be able to capitalize, but from this point, they're a little separate. No one's got a fire under their ass right now. Oh, and you got Tom Clayton passing, I believe that was Brian Neff. Passing the straight cleanly. No worries, no fuss.
Yeah, Clayton with a little bit of damage to the back of that car too, but not really gonna hurt him all that much. Oh, Grandy into the wall.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Grandy. Grandy was actually, I think he qualified like 4th or 5th, and now he's currently back in 12th.
Yeah, he was having himself a good run there until he met the wall.
Yeah, he's got pace for sure. Just from what I've seen, he just needs to be a little more consistent with it.
Yeah, Grandy started 5th here tonight.
He's got some really good pace when he can use it. Just needs to build up the consistency a bit more, and he'll be a really hard driver to fight.
So Seth Schultz still hanging on to 2nd. Adam Baker up here in 3rd. And let's see what they get this time across the stripe.
Looks like this front pack is definitely separated a lot. But that being said, looks like Seth Schultz has started to catch up a little bit with Robert Beerus.
Yeah, he ran a 30.2. Beerus ran a 30.4, so just a little bit faster there. We'll see if he can keep that consistent these next couple laps by. Let's jump up. Let's jump inside with Schultz real quick.
I don't think I can see in Schultz's head, but I'd like to imagine that the words in his head are round two, after Sunday.
Yeah, try to get some justification back. And he was, again, faster that lap by. Robert Beerus with
you start getting into draft, you can get a lot of speed. If you're gaining before, you'll be gaining more. And Kurt Davidson getting out of the way. It's unfortunate for him. He was an innocent bystander in that accident earlier.
Yeah, he's going to keep it on the track and at least finish. So that'll help him moving into the next race in this round. Adam Baker, 30.6 last time by. Seth Schultz, 30.5.
Whoa, okay, so I sort of went back to try and figure out what happened with Lupe and Shea. And it looks like Lupe tried to pass on the inside, went a little too high and essentially pushed Shea into the wall. Shea's all good, but that's going to be a little annoying. Then Lupe then hit the outside wall on exit of that corner as well, just to accentuate the point of pushing too hard.
I guess his way of saying sorry, I'll hit the wall.
I put you into it, I'll get my own stripe, thank you. So yeah, that's why Shea's fallen back quite a bit in 5th compared to Lupe. He lost quite a bit of time there.
Yeah, Shane, unfortunately, some of that damage on that car really hurt him in the beginning. But he had himself a good run here, man. Still sitting in 5th. Definitely got a good shot for the championship. Watching Schultz here now to see if he can do anything with Beerus. Beerus drops it down low. And I'm not sure. Is Beerus coming in? Yeah, maybe these guys have to do one more stop.
Yep, Beerus is going in for a pit stop here. So that gives the lead over to Schultz. And with quite a gap on Baker, he may end up gaining some time on Beerus, depending on how much the lap differences are.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if these guys were going to be able to make it. I thought they'd be able to make it to the end, but maybe not. 25 laps to go. We'll have to keep an eye and see unless Beerus... And here comes Schultz now. So Adam Baker is going to go to the lead.
Maybe these guys have been burning their tires right up.
Or they may have not taken enough fuel on their last pit stop. Adam Baker's really good at saving fuel too, and Adam's been clutching it. I really didn't want to say it, but Adam Baker's been clutching it for a while.
I haven't heard him clutch, but maybe doing that. I'm going to sit back with him for a bit and just have a bit of a listen.
Yeah.
So Baker, you better not start not clutching now when I'm listening to you. I'm not hearing him clutch at all at the moment.
Let me jump inside with him here. He may have saved enough. Because we were with him a little bit earlier and we heard him clutching through. And I was like, ooh, okay. So that's going to put Lupa Gonzalez up here to second. Shane Papala in third. Shane closing in on Lupa Gonzalez here. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
And Shane does have a lot of good pace for sure. And now we might have the slight burning fire of revenge.
That's what I mean. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Tempers get heated, man.
Yeah, you may see a bit of red rage on him. But I don't think Shane's going to be like that. I think he's mature enough to not do something like that. But you never know. He may accidentally tap Lupe in the same way. And at that point, you can't call anything but karma. Yeah, I've been rolling with Baker for the past 6-7 laps, and I haven't heard him clutch. So maybe he was clutching earlier when they thought he'd get away. No, there we go. Hold up. He just clutched then.
Yeah, he might be, ooh, a little bit.
It's the wall, yeah.
He might be calculating right now how much fuel he thinks he really needs to make it to the end. He might have thought he had enough, and maybe getting that distance between him and Lupa Gonzalez, he figures, okay, I got to start clutching again. Look at Braden Johnson, up to fourth.
I mean, I don't think I think he might just be clutching because Braden Johnson is actually was 0.4 of a second slower than him last lap. Now this lap, let's have a look. See here. Lupe was only 0.2 of a second faster while he's been clutching, so he actually can gain quite a bit of fuel without losing too much time. He's got a lot of a gap between him and Lupe. The only question is whether or not Beerus and Schultz can catch up fast enough. Beerus just did a 29.3 and Baker did a 31.7. So that's 2 seconds a lap faster.
And they are still a lap down.
Oh yeah, if there was to be a safety car right now, this would go heavily in the Baker's favor, in my opinion.
So look at 19 laps to go. Adam Baker out front.
Yeah, the question is, can he save enough fuel and go fast enough for 19 laps?
He's got 3.6 seconds, 3.5 seconds now over second place Lupa Gonzalez. Lupa Gonzalez also another driver that can save fuel, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this works out.
Lupe is going to gather another scrape on the wall that last corner. I think he's trying to count in Darlington stripes. I don't think that works that way. Shea behind him did a bit slower than Lupe, so I think Shea's either burned his tires or got some damage or just has stopped trying to fight here.
I seen some smoke on the track just there. Maybe that was Kurt Davidson. He is coming down the pits, but there was some smoke on the track.
I will watch Kurt and see if I see anything for you.
He's the only driver I see that went down the pits, and we did see a little cloud of smoke and some tire marks. I'm not really sure.
Unfortunately, I have not been able to see anything, so I have to assume that it was a match of trade. Oh, whoa! Braden and Seth Schultz there. Braden went for a ride.
Yeah, I think Braden was trying. Let me back that up. I'm not really sure what happened with them. Let's see, Braden up there. Schultz. Oh, went to go to the pass him low, and Braden went down low at the same time.
Yeah, Braden was starting to go inside. Either he was going for the pits or he was just trying to get out of the way. And Seth Schultz thought at the same time, I'm going to pass this guy on the inside. And wham! Fortunately, Braden Johnson's car, the back of the car now looks like a crumpled beer can. And he span, almost span again. Looks like Braden's rear end is not complying as well anymore.
Yeah, especially that little shot there, plus sliding on them tires, I definitely made some noise on that car. It looked like.
So it aerodynamically is probably going in all different directions.
Not the direction he wants. But it looked like he was just getting ready to try to. What it looked like to me, it looked like Braden was just going to move it down low and let him go by, and he decided to go at the same time.
Either he was going in for a pit stop or he was just trying to get out of the way, and unfortunately, he either waited a bit late or Seth Schultz decided last second, I'm going to try and pass, and did not go well for both of them. I think Seth Schultz kind of got away with it with minimal damage, but it's still going to be a bit of a, what would you call that? bit of a shock to the system.
Yeah, and Schultz just got by Papala, not for position, but Schultz, don't forget, is on fresher tires.
And also, Robert Beerish just unlapped himself from Adam Baker. Beerish just did a 30.2, and Baker did a 31.5. But that may be because Beerish was lapping himself, so he may have lost some time there. We'll wait until the next lap to see the differences in their speed.
And meanwhile, Lupa Gonzalez is slowly catching up to Adam Baker. He's 1.9 seconds behind.
Oh, Baker heavily into the wall there. Baker's been constantly been clutching. But one problem with clutching is you don't get the natural slowdown from the engine. And I think he keeps underestimating that and keeps slamming into the wall. Because, of course, if you're not braking and you're just letting the engine go, you will get some slight slowdown from the engine. But without that there, it goes a little faster than you expect.
And Gonzalez is slowly closing in. Look at him, 1.466. 1.333, so Baker's gonna have to do something here.
Yeah, Baker had an incident last corner, so he may lose some more time as well. Yep, he was 0.2 of a second slower, but I think Baker is no longer clutching anymore, so he may be trying to put his foot down a bit and try and gain some of that time back. He's got another 10 laps to go, so maybe he thinks he's saving the fuel. Maybe he's just getting a bit worried. Nope, he's clutching again. Never mind. He's like, listen to me again. They're doing it again.
And meanwhile, Schultz just got by Gonzalez. Schultz is looking to get himself unlapped here pretty soon by going by the 48. Obviously, Schultz does have fresher tires, so we'll see how that works out for them.
Interestingly, just kind of giving like a rough perspective of where people are. Beerish passed Baker, what, 2 laps ago? A lap and a half ago?
Mm-hmm.
Baker is now halfway down the backstretch, and Beerish is actually exiting the next corner.
Wow.
So he's on almost the next stretch. So he's almost half the track away already, and charging. Remember, Baker did a 31.5, and Beerish did a 30 flat. I said myself the wrong words before, but yeah.
And just that time
So, yeah.
by, Baker was a 32.5.
Oof, yeah, he probably lost a lot of time letting Schultz through. And unfortunately, guess who's that's led into the picture? Lupe Gonzalez is now
Yep.
right behind Baker. A full second and 0.2 faster than Baker. And here we go. He's right there, and Baker can't keep clutching from this point onwards.
He's going to force his hand right now. He's either going to have to stay in it and try not to run out of fuel, or Gonzalez is just going to get by.
There's definitely quite a few questions here. For instance, did Gonzalez have more fuel from the last pit stop? Or are they both running on the same amount of fuel, roughly, you'd say? Did Gonzalez save more fuel before and is now able to charge? Is Gonzalez just charging to try and make Baker lose it? There are so many questions that could be answered here, but unfortunately we have none of the answers. Just have to wait for the outcome.
We will in a minute.
Does Baker think, for instance, that Gonzalez doesn't have the fuel to pass him with? It's going to be very curious, but all we know is there is 6 laps to go, and your leaders are right in front of each other. There's going to be a fight for the last 6 laps if Baker can hold on.
Just got to see if Baker can make it to the end, having to race that hard.
So I'm listening to Baker again, and once again, no clutch. I think he's going to just start going for it now. He kind of needs to. He's got his second place right behind him. He needs to win this for the chase. Yep, no clutch at all for Baker for the last 2 or 3 corners. So he's either he thinks he's got the fuel, or he doesn't care if he's got the fuel anymore. He's going for it.
And he was just a little bit faster that time by with a 31.3. Gonzalez with a 31.4.
Remember, these cars are light as a feather compared to how they used to be, and they've also got dirty-ass tires at this point. They are destroyed rubber. So you see, like, Gonzalez tapped the wall the previous corner. It was good this time. They're going to be pushing it hard on, at this point, bent, broken cars with disgusting dirty tires with no fuel at all. And Gonzalez into the wall again, so you can see he's pushing hard.
And look at Tom Clayton moves himself up to 4th. Braden Johnson sitting in 5th. And Jeff Sharp. Jeff Sharp, who's been quiet here tonight. He started 14th, and he is up to 3rd.
Yeah, I was noting that before. I was curious why he was still, but yeah, he's been under the radar the whole race. And here we go, Baker going past some lap traffic. And Baker last lap did a 0.3 second faster than Gonzalez. Gonzalez is going to get this traffic in a rather awkward location, but I think he's going to get past him, no worries.
You see Len McNeese keeping it down low, so not really going to be a factor.
Oh, yeah. Last lap, Gonzalez was 0.06 of a second faster than Brett Baker. That's not enough. And there's 3 laps to go here. The question is, does Baker save enough fuel? Has Gonzalez saved enough fuel? Does Gonzalez have anything for Baker in 3 laps? Because it's all on the line here for this chance at the chase. Gonzalez against the wall again. That might have been netcode, or he may have actually pushed into the wall once again. But he's there.
Here comes Robert Barris. He's got himself up to 4th right now.
Well, Barris has got 2 laps to catch these guys.
And look at Lupe Gonzalez right there, almost on the back bumper of the leader.
Oh yeah, he was 0.3 of a second faster that lap, but then again he was within the draft at that point. So this is your race right here, with a lap and a half to go. So,
Baker into the wall. Gonzalez gets by.
Gonzalez now in the lead, with only a lap and a half to go. One fortunate mistake from Baker, and that's going to be, I think, Baker into the wall again.
He got lucky on that one.
I think Baker's tires are at this point just done.
Yeah.
There's nothing left of him.
White flag.
He's not on the threat from Sharp. Sharp is a mile and a half back. So it looks like this is going to be your 1-2. Going to be Gonzalez up ahead with Baker limping at home. Well, that's a surprising change. Gonzalez going to take the lead and take the win here.
Gonzalez, man, he's been like that last season, starting in the back, coming in and taking the wins. Going to take the win here at Darlington.
Well earned for sure.
And that's going to lock him into next round for sure. So he doesn't have to sweat Indy or Las Vegas this next 2 races.
Baker coming in second, and the stealth fighter himself. I've actually forgot his name. That's how stealthy he is. Jeff Sharp in third.
Yeah, Jeff Sharp, man. I'll tell you what, he was not messing around.
That's a clinic on how to play it safe and calm. At no point do we have to look at him worried in a crash at all. He was just always there, always fighting for his position. He got 3rd in the end.
But
and Pierce, after that pit stop, in 4th.
Yeah, not bad at all, man. Braden Johnson, good recovery up to 5th. That's Schultz in 6th. So definitely a good run there. Shame for a couple of drivers out here tonight that got caught up in it. Jay Felton, one driver I feel really bad for. Had a good car here tonight too, man. Just the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh yeah, there were some faster guys that fortunately fell out of this race due to incidents.
All right, let's see here. Is Jeff Sharp? I don't know if we've ever talked to Jeff Sharp.
He's very stealthy. It's hard to find him apparently.
I think we might have talked to him a while ago. We'll give him a minute and then we'll call him up into the booth. Braden Johnson was stage 1 and stage 2 winner. Lupe Gonzalez is your winner here tonight with 2 laps led. He started 13th, gets himself the win, going to lock himself into the next round. So Lupe Gonzalez getting it done here. We're going to go with 3rd place. We'll grab Mr. Jeff Sharp up here in the booth. Jeff Sharp, SR Broadcast Booth, you got a copy. Wait and see if he's got a copy on us. Mr. Jeff Sharp, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Paul, how are you?
All right. Hey, man, great run for you, dude. You finished 3rd here tonight. You were pretty quiet here tonight. Managed to keep that car clean. How did it feel for you out there? What was going through your mind?
I was just trying to save fuel. I had about a lap left when we crossed the start-finish.
Man, I'll tell you what, definitely stayed under the radar tonight. You managed to keep that car clean, get yourself a nice finish here. Going to help you out going into Indy next week.
Yeah, I'll take it. That was a fun race.
How'd the car feel for you?
It wasn't bad. I wasn't real fast, but I just tried to stay out of people's way.
Well, not too bad, man. Looked like you got a pretty clean car out there. I'm bet you're glad to see Darlington be done.
Yeah, a little bit. Usually I'm not too good here.
How about Indianapolis? How do you feel about going to Indy in these cars?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That might be a little better for me.
Well, that's good, man. Tonight's going to help you out quite a bit. You're going to gain a couple of good points for a third place finish. Should move you up in that chase ladder quite a bit. You'll have Indianapolis and then Las Vegas to try to secure yourself to get it, not be caught up in that bottom four, man. Great run here tonight, man. We were watching you for a little bit in the beginning, and then you kind of, stayed out of the radar, and then we looked there at the end, and you were right up in the front, man. So way to get her done, man.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks for all you guys do, too. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you get out?
Just Lupe had a great race.
All right, buddy. Congratulations. I know it ain't the win, but third ain't bad, man. It'll definitely help you out here points-wise for the chase, and we'll look for you in Indianapolis.
Thank you, Paul.
All right. All right, that was third place, Jeff Sharp, and then number 73. We will get second place, Adam Baker, up here. You want to talk to him, Wing?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Adam Baker, you got your ears on?
Yes, sir.
I gotta say, that was a great race from you. Unfortunately, just the last moment got passed by Lupe. Do you know how much fuel you had left at the end of there?
After he passed me, I shut the engine off and coasted through those turns. I wasn't gonna make it if I didn't do that. So I think he would have beat me even if I hadn't made all those mistakes. And it was crazy. I was watching the fuel gauge, and this is a hard track to do. Fuels. I mean, you can save a lot of fuel, but it's really hard to run your line and not screw up when you're trying to save fuel. So I messed up a lot all night too, and just happy to get second.
We're talking about that up here with you clutching in. I was just like, he's not clutching. He's got it. But no, found out you were clutching it. And when you were clutching, you noticed you hit the wall a few times with that.
Yeah. I slammed it one time, and I think that particular mistake might have cost me the race, because I think I gave up like a second, or maybe a little over a second, to Lupe when that happened. And
I believe it was 1.2 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I made a lot of mistakes tonight. It was a messy race, but I don't even deserve to finish second, honestly. I was not consistent enough tonight. I had good speed for the first couple laps, but I am satisfied with second. I'll take it.
Well, good ask. You think you're going to be consistent in Indianapolis next week?
Yeah, I'm a lot better there in these cars. For some reason, this track and this car, I don't have good luck, or I just can't figure it out. I'm a lot better in the cup cars and the trucks, so I am looking forward to Indy.
Well, then, I hope to see you there. Then, you got any shout-outs for us, brother?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys up there in the booth at SR Broadcasting. I'd like to thank the sponsor of the series, Top City Travel. I'd like to thank all the admins and drivers, my teammates at MB Motorsports, and all the fans that came out and watched.
Well, thank you very much, there. Adam Baker, your second place driver here.
All right, I want to get a word in with Jay Felton. I know Lupe Gonzalez, he doesn't like to interview, so we'll get back to Lupe Gonzalez in a couple minutes. But I want to grab Jay Felton up here. I know Jay didn't really have the best of nights here, but I still want to get a word in with him. Hey, Jay Felton, this is the SR Broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do, Paul.
Hey, man, sorry to see what happened to you. You had a really good car out there. I know it's a disappointing start to the chase for you, but it's not over yet. What's going through your mind right about now?
I had to think about that for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, I'm concerned that I won't be able to advance, and my car really was much better in the second stage than it was the first stage. I was really struggling, and I felt like I had my car dialed in, and had a good restart when that accident happened, and it was very frustrating.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, you had a really good car. You were having a really great run here too, and we noticed like these past couple months, you've been really finding some good speed and some consistency. I know you're usually the motivator, but I'll tell you what, man, it ain't over yet. You still got Indianapolis and Las Vegas. All you need, man, is a win, and you'll advance to the next round, or a couple good consistent finishes. I know it's kind of tough when you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, man. But man, it was just a shame to see that happen to you, man.
Well, I appreciate it, Paul. The good news is I was able to get some stage points, in both stages. It didn't happen in the first stage; it happened in the last stage. So I did get a few points there, but I think I finished third from last. So I've got a hole that I got to work myself out of, but I got 2 races to do it. We'll just kind of have to see what
Silver
happens.
lining, brother.
Yeah, I think you'll be
Is that
fine.
you, Lugnut?
Well, you're one of my favorites, brother. I hope you manage to win in Indianapolis next week.
Well, I hope so too. I'm looking forward to going there. I think it'll be a good race. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And I thought tonight was a really good race. We ran the first 2 stages caution free. I was really impressed because it wasn't easy. I mean, after you got about 16, 17 laps on that car, she was acting ugly.
Yeah. Tell us about that. What was the tire difference like from start to finish in these cars here?
I'm sorry?
What was the tire difference like from start to finish, like per stage with these cars here?
Well, I mean, you had a lot of grip, the first 3 to 5 laps, and then you had to start backing off. But after about lap 16, she was just unpredictable on exit, and it was, in 1 and 2, you wanted to get grip so you could get on the accelerator and get the car set up for exit. And sometimes you'd have grip there, and sometimes you wouldn't, and that wall was getting pretty close, Well,
I'll tell you what, brother. Not the night you were looking for. Definitely showed that you had a good car out there. You had some speed. Next week is Indianapolis. Hopefully you do something better there. Just keep in mind it ain't over till it's over. There's still a chance, still 2 more races to get out. Hopefully this will help you out tomorrow night in the Cup Series here at Darlington, and maybe give you a little bit of an advantage in that series.
Well, these cars are so different. I don't know if I'll have an advantage or not, but I do like racing at this track. I don't know what it was like to watch it because, it's almost impossible to pass here. You got to get a mistake from the driver in front of you, and when he makes that mistake, you got to hope that he doesn't collect you in it. But it is a fun racetrack to race on.
All right, well, listen, man, we appreciate you taking the time out to talk with us. I know disappointing night for you, but we do appreciate it. Before we let you get out of here, anybody you want to give a quick shout out to?
Yeah, I do. I want to thank all our sponsors that support the league and help us out and help you out, Paul. But I do want to give a special shout out to my family that's on vacation up in Lake Norman. I know they're watching. I want to say hello to my wife, Audrey, and her brother and sister, and Starla.
All right, man. All right, dude. Well, listen, go hang out. We definitely appreciate you talking with us, and we'll look for you in Indianapolis next week. And you never know. You got Wingnut here, man. Wants you to get the win and get this championship. So come on, brother. Put the pedal down.
I can't let the Wingnut down.
All right,
We'll
man.
see you guys.
All right. Thanks for talking with us. All right, that was Jay Felton, driver of the number 9. Unfortunately, not the night he was looking for, but I tell you what, I always enjoy talking with Jay. So, figured let him come out here and vent a little bit with us. We'll see what he got for next week at Indianapolis. Definitely been showing some speed. I know he's one of your favorites, so we'll see what he's got next week, man. But not a bad race here tonight at all. 3 cautions, man. Only 2 of those cautions were for stages. 1 caution was for an actual wreck. Lupa Gonzalez, he started 13th, and he finishes in the lead here. I mean, the winner with 2 laps led. Going to lock him into the next round for sure, so he can kind of breeze through Indianapolis and Las Vegas and lock himself in, although I know he won't. He'll want to try to get another win and keep a couple more of these guys out, but Great run here by Lupe Gonzalez. So congratulations, Lupe Gonzalez, on the win here tonight. Braden Johnson took the stage 1 and stage 2 wins. Had himself a good car there, man. A little bit of hard racing. Got a little tangled up. Still got a good finish. Finished 5th. And then Shane Papala coming in your points leader tonight and starting on the pole. He'll finish 11th here tonight. So we'll see what these guys got next week.
Oh yeah, and Lupe Gonzalez showing it doesn't matter which laps you lead, just the last one.
That's all that counts, man. That's why I say it's not over till it's over, and it's not always the fastest car that wins, man. We've seen strategy play big parts in a lot of these races, and just when you think somebody's out, like Jeff Sharp finishing 3rd tonight, you didn't really see Jeff all that much. He kind of was there, but not really there. Then he was there. And 3rd place, you know what I mean? So you just never know where it's going to end up. All right, let's run over the results here. We have Lupe Gonzalez, your winner, with 2 laps led. Adam Baker will finish 2nd. Jeff Sharp finishes 3rd. Robert Barris will finish 4th. Braden Johnson 5th. Seth Schultz 6th. Brian Neff 7th. David Gainforth finishes 8th. Tom Clayton 9th. Len McNeese 10th. You still got him up or no?
Unfortunately not, no.
All right. Shane Papala finishes 11th. Mike Grandy will finish 12th. Kurt Davidson, Ron Hollyfield 13th. Kurt Davidson 14th. Travis Wall finishes 15th. Jay Felton 16th. Jeff Glockner 17th. And real unfortunate for Joe Mitchell, who will finish 18th, who had some technical difficulties. So we appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll be back here with these guys next Wednesday at Indianapolis and see who's going to come out on top. We'll be back here live Saturday night with GFRL, Go Fast Racing League, in the Cup Series, the HomeNet Hosting Cup Series at, I believe it's Indianapolis. And then we'll see where it goes from there. So appreciate you coming out, Wingy. And
it's always fun, man.
We'll see what happens on Saturday with Go Fast Racing League. Till then, everybody, stay out of trouble. Cut you off, bro. What's up?
Nah, it's nothing, mate.
All right. Till then, stay out of trouble, everybody, and we'll see you on the track.
Peace.